Hey everybody, this is Christopher Misiema with Misiema Motivation, and today I want to talk to you just briefly about what you can do in high stressful conversation situations, aka if you're about to have a fight or if you have something you need to communicate to somebody that you know might become conflicting in some way. So I'm going to teach you two things. The first thing is conflict management. Conflict management is super easy and only has 3 steps. The first step is to come in slow. Action causes action when it comes to humans. So if you start yelling, people have the tendency to yell right back. And we think in our minds that the louder we become, the more somebody will listen, when in fact, the brain does the opposite. It tunes you out and turns you off. So come in slow, come in normal. You don't have to be monotone, but you don't want to be aggressive. The next step, step 2, is to describe the situation. Now, when you describe the situation, what I mean is, this is what I think is happening. Here's what I'm feeling. Here's what I'm seeing. Not you're doing or this is for sure happening. No definitives. So just describe what you're seeing, describe what you're feeling, describe what you're experiencing, and do that in a way that is calm and collected. The third step after you've done that and you've shared your viewpoint is to always appreciate. Now, this one is difficult for my youngins because if I just did all the other steps you want me to do, Chris, and my parents still took away my Xbox, why would I appreciate them? You appreciate them because that's basically like investing in a stock where you get a return later on. You might not get it right away, but people like to be appreciated. And if you can communicate well, and regardless of the outcome, appreciate them at the end, you just put a little money down on that stock. And it's likely going to come back with an increase in profit later on. Now, the second thing I'm going to teach you is perspective checks. Perspective checks have 2 types, external and internal. Really basic idea, external perspective checks are asking yourself, why is this person doing and saying what they're doing and saying? Before you respond, figure out where they're coming from. Easy example is a mom or dad that comes home from work. Maybe they just had a really long day at work. Maybe they got fired from work. But either way, they yell at their kid for not taking out the trash. Is it the trash that's really the problem, or is it the fact that they just got canned at work? So do a perspective check. You don't know what people are going through. And do the same for yourself. Why did you say and do what you did and said? You have to reflect on that so that you can learn from it, grow from it, and do it better next time. So high stressful situations don't have to be that high stressful. When I have clients in my office, particularly with parents who will come in here and maybe say, hey, it's been 2-3 sessions. This isn't working. This isn't what I want. And they're getting assertive with me and potentially aggressive with me. I know that it's basically them saying, I love my child. Please help. I want this to work. They're not mad at me. Maybe they are. But they're portraying that through the lens of, I love my child and I want this to work and I'm paying you. And that's fair. So that perspective check allows me to keep my composure when I'm using conflict management. So they tie in together. Difficult conversations don't have to be that difficult. Guys, if you found this video helpful, if you have anything to add to it, leave some comments below, subscribe, and as always, please tune in for mental and physical health content.